Does your heart race, your body feel shaky, and do you keep swinging between exhausted and overstimulated? Your nervous system may not need more calming tools. It may need one signal that tells your body it's finally safe to come out of overload. As a registered nurse who's dealt with this too, I'll show you what that signal is and how to start sending it today, because this is where so many women stay stuck. You rest more, you stress less, eat better, take the supplements, and your body still acts like it is under threat. So now you're left wondering, is this anxiety, hormones, thyroid, an autoimmune flare, or all of it? That's what makes nervous system dysregulation so hard to recognize. Sometimes it looks like exhaustion, overstimulation, low stress tolerance, and a body that never fully settles. In this video, I'll show you the missing step most women never hear about, how to tell when your system is stuck in overload, and what actually helps it regulate instead of only giving you short-term relief. If you're like me and have tried the breathing, the vagus nerve exercises, the somatic work, the meditation, grounding, and your body still doesn't fully get out of fight or flight mode, I've found there's usually a reason. And it's not that you're doing it wrong. For me, it was that my body was still getting one message louder than all the calming tools I did: unsafe. That's the missing step. Your nervous system usually won't regulate well until you identify and reduce what your body is still reacting to. That's why the tools may help for an hour or a day, but your baseline still doesn't really change. So before I show you how to determine what your body's reacting to, I want to make one distinction that changes everything. Temporary calm isn't the same thing as true regulation. Temporary calm is you do the breathing exercises, you feel a little better, and then you get hit again. True regulation is different. Your body starts becoming less reactive overall. You recover faster, you don't spiral as easily, you don't crash as hard, you feel less shaky, less wired, less fragile, less like your body is constantly bracing. That's the goal. And here's where most women get stuck. They keep asking themselves, what else can I do to calm down? But the better question is, what's my body still reacting to? Because if your body still believes something is wrong, it will keep choosing protection over healing. There are 4 common hidden burdens that keep a nervous system stuck in protection mode. One of them is usually the loudest, and the third one gets mislabeled all the time. Number 1, physical burden. This is the place that I would definitely look first at, because sometimes what gets called nervous system dysregulation is a body that's simply under too much physical stress. Poor sleep, blood sugar swings, inflammation, gut issues, too much caffeine, hormone shifts, autoimmune flares, thyroid instability. All of those can keep the body acting like it's under threat. And this is where a lot of women over 40 get confused, because they think, but I'm doing healthy things. And maybe you are, but your body may still not read that as being safe. It may read it as survival. So here's the first checkpoint. If you keep feeling shaky, wired, overstimulated, or exhausted after poor sleep, not eating enough, too much caffeine, during an inflammatory flare, or when your gut is just a mess, that's a clue. Your nervous system may not need more calming first. It may need less physical burden. You can't out-breathe under fueling. You can't outground constant sleep disruption. That doesn't mean the tools are bad. It means they're being asked to do too much. And this leads to the second burden. Number 2, Overdoing without realizing it. This is a huge one, and I still have to be conscious about this. And it's one a lot of women miss because it doesn't always show up right away. You have a decent day, so you catch up. You do more, you work more, exercise more, clean more, and then later, sometimes maybe that night, sometimes the next day, or maybe 24 hours later, your system crashes. You feel shaky, wiped out, foggy, wired and tired, easily overwhelmed. And because the crash is delayed, you don't always connect the two, but your body does. This is where women start saying, I don't understand. I was fine yesterday. And that's exactly the point. A lot of times you weren't fine. If this is you, listen carefully. Pushing through is not always resilience. Sometimes it's the exact thing keeping your nervous system from trusting life again. So sometimes the safety signal your body needs most isn't another calming technique. It's predictability, it's pacing, it's stopping before the crash instead of after. That can feel frustrating if you're productive by nature. But for a dysregulated body, predictability is calming. Before we keep going, I want to share the nervous system wearable that I personally use daily. I've used this wearable for over 2 years, and when I was having anxiety attacks, this was the only tool that helped my body feel like I could come out of fight or flight because it gave my body a physical signal and allowed me to calm and actually think through what was causing my body to feel unsafe. When your body is overwhelmed, your nervous system may need something it can actually feel physically. This wearable uses gentle vibration patterns designed to support calm, sleep, relaxation, and stress recovery. So if you've been trying to regulate your nervous system, but nothing has really stuck, I linked the wearable that I personally use below in the description. Remember, this isn't a magic fix, but it is a tool that I reach for every day because I can actually feel my body respond. Now, this next burden is the one that gets called anxiety all the time when it's not. Autonomic burden. If you feel worse when standing, worse in heat, after showers, when dehydrated, if your heart pounds easily, you feel lightheaded, shaky, weak, drained, or like your body just can't hold steady. So here's the checkpoint for this category. If your symptoms are clearly worse with standing, heat, exertion, dehydration, or position changes, if your heart rate feels disproportionate, if you feel fine lying down and worse when you're upright, these symptoms matter. That's the moment to get more curious about what your body is actually doing. Because if your body is working overtime just to maintain stability, of course it's going to feel dysregulated. And now we get to the last burden. This one keeps women stuck for years. Number 4, emotional and environmental burden. This is where my biggest burdens lived. And identifying these is where my actual breakthrough occurred. This isn't about blaming everything on stress. It's about understanding what the body responds. It's about understanding that the body responds to what it lives in. If your life is constantly high pressure, high demand, high responsibility, high output like mine was, if you're always on, always carrying, always anticipating, always managing everyone and everything, your body may never fully feel off duty. And if your body never feels off duty, it may never fully relax. This is also where unresolved trauma cues, chronic conflict, people pleasing, lack of boundaries, and never having enough recovery time can keep the system stuck. And I want to say this very clearly. It means your body is adapting to what it believes it has to do to survive. Your body is smart. It's not overreacting for no reason. It may be responding to a pattern that you haven't fully named yet. This is where women often say to themselves, but my life isn't that bad. Maybe, but your body doesn't measure threat the way our mind explains it to ourselves. Your body stores this emotionally through feelings, pressure, unpredictability, depletion, and whether you ever truly come down off of stress. So now the question becomes, how do you know which of these is your biggest burden? Here's the simple answer. You stop guessing and start tracking patterns. For the next 7 to 14 days, I want you to notice, when do symptoms spike? What happened before them? What made them worse? What made them better? Did they happen after poor sleep? After pushing too hard? A blood sugar crash? An inflammatory meal? A chaotic day? Or an emotionally draining interaction? Because this is where the pattern starts showing up. And once the pattern starts showing up, you start seeing, oh, I get more dysregulated after poor sleep. I'm not randomly anxious. I'm crashing after overdoing it. This keeps happening when I don't eat enough. My body feels worse when I'm upright. Once you see the pattern, the next step is not fixing everything. It's reducing the loudest burden first. That's the signal your body's been waiting for. A real reduction in what your body is still interpreting as danger. So, what does that look like in real life? If sleep is the loudest burden, you work on sleep quality, not just trying to get through the day more gracefully. If blood sugar instability is the burden, you stop running on stress hormones and start stabilizing your meals. If inflammation is the burden, you lower inflammatory inputs and support the gut. If your environment is the burden, you may need boundaries, margin, rest, and support. If your symptoms look more autonomic, you stop dismissing them and get a proper evaluation. That's what real nervous system support looks like. It's not just calming the body after the alarm goes off. It's helping remove the reason the alarm keeps firing. And that's why some women finally improve when they stop asking, what else should I add? And start asking, what burden do I need to lower first? If this video is helping you connect the dots, I made a free nervous system regulation guide and a weekly tracker for you to download. It will help you figure out what your body may still be reacting to so you can stop guessing and start recognizing your own patterns faster. You can grab that workbook down below. I've left the link in the description. Because once you understand the signals, you stop chasing random solutions and start choosing the ones that actually match your body. And that's where regulation starts becoming real. If your nervous system won't regulate, ask yourself, what is my body still reacting to? Which burden is the loudest right now? And what would make my body feel safer? That's your missing step. And honestly, it's also the missing kindness, because so many women are trying to force regulation instead of finally understanding the burden underneath it. So if calming tools have helped a little for you, but never really changed your baseline, it's a clue that your body may still be carrying something that needs to be seen, named, and reduced. That's where my healing started, and yours can too. Not by overriding your body, by listening to it more accurately. If this video has helped you, please comment below. What do you think your body may still be reacting to right now? I would really love to know. And if you know another woman who is resting more, trying harder, doing all the right things, and still feels stuck in overload, please share this video with her. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and grab your free nervous system guide download below in the description. Your body is not broken, it's burdened. And when you understand those burdens, you can finally begin supporting your body in the way that it's needed all along. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Please take care of yourself because you deserve to feel better. And remember, we're all in this together. I'll see you in the next one.